All right, guys, this is question 1D from your quiz on chapter 18 and 19. So this question, if the representatives from the Department of Labor want to narrow the interval in order to be more specific, what effect will this have on their confidence level? Explain. So really this is just a general question on the relationship between the confidence level in a confidence interval and how wide your actual interval will be. So to address this, we want to look at this little applet. Hopefully it'll give you an idea of what's going on. So what we have here is the green thing here is representing the width of your confidence interval. So right now we've got a lower bound of 0.42. So our confidence interval will go from 42%. This is for a proportion, so from 42% up to 61%. And this is at a 90% confidence level. We just picked an arbitrary sample size of 70, and we'll leave that constant throughout because we're not really exploring that. So what we want to do is we want to look at the width of this interval as we change the confidence level. Okay, so right now we're talking about, hey, we're 90% sure that our true proportion is going to fall within this particular interval. Right now it's 0.42 and 0.61. So what we're going to do is come up here, change the confidence level. If I decrease the confidence level, so what I'm telling people is I'm less confident our proportion is going to fall within the interval that I'm about to tell you. What happens to the width of the interval? Well, if I decrease the confidence level, so I become less confident, what's going to happen is I can actually give them a more precise answer. All right, so now we're down to let's go to 0.7, just so we have a nice round number. Well, we'll leave it at 0.74. So 74% confident that my true proportion falls within this particular interval. This one happens to be between 45% and 58%. But the key here is that we decreased the confidence, but what that did was increase our precision, or the precision of our interval. Put another way, it narrowed our interval. So it became a little bit more precise where our true proportion was. So again, decreasing the confidence level for your confidence interval will narrow your interval and become kind of hone in on where our true proportion will be. If we increase the confidence level, so we want to be more confident with what we're telling people, well, what's going to happen is our precision is going to go down. So we increase it to a 98% confidence level, and that widened the interval. So we're going to have a more broad interval, which is a little bit less useful, because now you can see we're going from 38% to 65%, and that's not a terribly precise interval in this particular case. So going back to this question, we want to narrow the interval. What effect will this have on their confidence level? Well, if you narrow the interval, that means you're going to get more precise with your response. And what that means for your confidence level is you are going to be less confident. So narrowing the interval will allow us to be more precise with our estimate for where the true proportion is. But it will decrease our confidence level, or our confidence that our true proportion is going to fall within that interval. All right, so we can kind of hone in on where that true proportion might be, but we're going to be a little bit less confident when we give our estimate to whoever's asking for it.